Why is the right mindset key to learning? How do we prioritize learning in today's world? Why is using what we learn better than just knowing it?
Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to Green Pool's channel. I am Yuji, a Japanese retiree and the author of Green Pool, Simple Lessons Learned in My Ordinary Life. Today's theme is importance of learning. You know, learning is super important, but we often take it for granted. A quick explanation of why it matters can feel kind of vague, right? So let's break it down into 3 key things. Having the right mindset, knowing what to focus on, and actually using what we learn. First, let's talk mindset. When someone points out something we are not great at, it's easy to feel defensive or embarrassed. But honestly, those moments are golden. They are chances to grow. Keeping an open mind helps us turn those tough pills to swallow into big steps forward. Next, prioritizing what to learn. With so much info coming at us these days, it's not just about stuffing our brains with facts. What really matters is sharpening our thinking skills and making solid decisions based on good info. Balancing that with the right amount of knowledge keeps us from getting overwhelmed. Finally, we've got to use what we learn. Just knowing stuff isn't enough. To keep up with life's constant changes, we need to put our knowledge into action. That's where the magic happens. We see results, adapt better, and even feel more fulfilled. So bottom line, learning works best when we stay open-minded, focus on what's important, and put it into practice. That's how we make learning meaningful and use it to grow and thrive. In line with today's theme, I'll share 4 short related essays from my book Green Pool. When I was employed in some organizations, particularly during my youth, I sometimes found myself as a recipient of advice from my superiors and seniors. That left me feeling somewhat uncomfortable. This discomfort stemmed from their ability to identify flaws in my performance that I hadn't recognized myself. In some instances, I reluctantly acknowledged the validity of their observations with a hesitant, "You are right." While in others, I denied their assessments, silently protesting, That's not true. Regardless of my initial reaction, I certainly experienced a period of inner turmoil and despondency afterward. However, I eventually learned to channel this frustration into a catalyst for self-improvement, using it as motivation to address my weaknesses head-on. In hindsight, I now realize that the seemingly painful advice I received was, in fact, invaluable guidance that has significantly contributed to my ongoing professional development. The contemporary emphasis on acquiring knowledge often neglects the development of cognitive abilities, leading to difficulties in distinguishing accurate information and hindering the practical application of knowledge for a fulfilling life. In this context, cognition refers to the capacity to perceive things clearly and make informed decisions. It also encompasses the mind's ability to discern distinctions, acquire knowledge, form judgments, and act on information. For instance, when faced with the same set of facts, such as surrounding circumstances and people's words and actions, individuals may perceive them differently. This variation stems from differences in the quality of recognition. In essence, cognitive ability can be understood as the proficiency to think deeply from multiple perspectives, using one's own intellect. Everyone has different points of view and values regarding working life because everyone's situation is unique. With this understanding, I dare to offer you, before you are reaching retirement age, 2 pieces of advice. From the perspective of living a fulfilling post-retirement life. The first advice is, try to pursue what you truly desire in your professional work to the best of your abilities. Even if you fail, you won't have regrets such as, I should have tried it. This approach brings peace of mind after retirement. The second advice is, think and act proactively in any tasks. Examples of this include daily kaizen or continuous improvement and initiating projects. These positive mindsets and behaviors will undoubtedly help you engage in activities you love, given the freedom of choices after retirement. Needless to say, this will also help you avoid feeling depressed due to retirement syndrome. Immersing ourselves in wholesome activities to the point where we lose track of time is truly a blessing. When people concentrate deeply on a single task, their brains secrete dopamine, making them feel happy. But why does the human brain have this function? If this is programmed for the continuation and prosperity of our species, then as various issues arise with changing environments, each person must focus on the present and live moment by moment. We can imagine a narrative where each person achieves breakthroughs by tapping into their own potential, contributing to the species' continuation and prosperity. In this context, a sense of mental well-being can be seen as a reward. Conversely, when people are distracted, they are less likely to achieve such breakthroughs and feel less happy. I hope today's essays resonated with you and offered new inspiration. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time on the Green Pools channel. Until then, take care. また会いましょう。ありがとうございました。